Okay, we're back and continuing with lesson 73. This is more styles of speech, some more constructions of occurrence. Let's go ahead and learn more about occurrence and how to express it in Russian. Okay, so as usual, we have a dialogue here. This time it's a dialogue between Stephen and Andrei. I believe that Andrei is a Russian and Steven is a non Russian living in Russia. So let's go ahead and see what the two friends have to say to each other.
Ну что, мы едем на выходные к тебе на дачу?
Конечно. Я же обещал тебе показать русскую природу.
Здорово. А что мы будем делать?
Кроме шашлыков, у нас богатая культурная программа. Мы с тобой и с моим отцом пойдем на рыбалку.
Это что?
Будем ловить рыбу. Река небольшая, но там водится много видов рыб.
Я ничего в них не понимаю.
Это не важно. Ты будешь ловить, а я буду тебе говорить, какая это рыба. Обычно там обитает карп, но иногда встречается и щука.
Это дорогая рыба?
Недорогая, но очень вкусная.
А что потом мы будем делать с этой рыбой?
Что не сможем съесть, будем солить.
Солить — это делать с солью?
Да, и рыба может храниться очень долго. А соленую рыбу обычно едят с пивом. Знаешь?
Нет, с пивом я ел только чипсы и крекеры.
Ну вот и попробуешь настоящую еду.
Okay, yes, of course, food is always a big thing when people are traveling because different places tend to eat different foods. So, let's go ahead and proceed. Stephen asks,
Ну что, мы едем на выходные к тебе на дачу?
well, what? Are we on the weekend going to your dacha?
Конечно, я же обещал тебе показать русскую природу.
Of course, I promised to show you the Russian nature.
Здорово. А что мы будем делать?
Great, and what are we going to do?
Кроме шашлыков, у нас богатая культурная программа.
Besides shashlik, shashlik is a type of Russian food. I guess it's kind of like, I think shashlik is kind of like shish kebab, like it's something you put on skewers and like you grill it or barbecue it, and then I don't know much about food, but yeah, it's so yeah. Besides shashlik, the food, we have a rich cultural program.
Мы с тобой и с моим отцом пойдем на рыбалку.
So we, with you and my dad, my father, are going to go fishing.
Это что?
What is that?
Будем ловить рыбу.
We will catch fish.
Река небольшая, но там водится много видов рыб.
So the river is not big, но там водится. But there are found many species of fish.
Я ничего в них не понимаю.
I don't understand anything about them.
Это не важно.
That's not important.
Ты будешь ловить, а я буду тебе говорить, какая это рыба.
You will catch, and I will, or you will fish, and I will tell you what fish it is or what kind of fish it is.
Обычно там обитает карп.
Обычно там обитает карп. So usually there you find, or there is found carp. I guess the same as in English, carp type of fish.
Но иногда встречается и щука.
Но иногда встречается и щука. But sometimes you will encounter щука, which is also a type of fish, a different type of fish.
Это дорогая рыба?
Is that an expensive fish?
Недорогая, но очень вкусная.
Not expensive, but very tasty.
А что потом мы будем делать с этой рыбой?
And what afterwards we will do with the fish?
Что не сможем съесть, будем солить.
What we so what we cannot eat, we will salt.
Солить — это делать с солью?
Salit, to salt, it's to do the fish with salt.
Да, и рыба может храниться очень долго. А соленую рыбу обычно едят с пивом. Знаешь?
Нет, с пивом я ел только чипсы и крекеры.
Ну вот и попробуешь настоящую еду.
Okay, so is salting to do the fish with salt? Yes. И рыба может храниться. The fish can be stored. Очень долго. The fish can be stored for a very long time. А соленую рыбу and salting the fish обычно едят с пивом. And salty fish is usually eaten with beer. Знаешь? Do you know beer? Нет, с пивом я ел только чипсы и крекеры. With beer, I only eat chips and crackers and crackers. Well, now you will eat real food. Okay, nice. All right, moving on. So we have 4 hopefully simple questions and answers. Рыбалка. So, fishing. Это процесс, когда... So, рыбалка is the process whereby you catch fish. So, not eat fish, not talk about fish, but ловят рыбу, catch fish. Щука. Это... So, what is a щука? Is it an expensive but tasty fish? It is an inexpensive but tasty fish. Not a fish but meat. Well, as we learned in the dialogue, I think he said it's a not expensive but tasty fish. Соленая рыба очень хороша. So, a salted fish is very good with fish, with salt, or with beer. С пивом, конечно, with beer. Стивен никогда не пил, so Stephen never drank beer with chips and crackers, beer with salted fish, or beer. Well, he says he never had beer with salted fish. So there we go. Now he will. And that was the last of those answers. So again, some more constructions of occurrence. I'm not going to go ahead and read all of these. Let's just look at the table here, and I will just kind of casually stroll through it. Again, these explanations here in these boxes are probably all that really needs to be said about these things. These are really just telling you what the different words and phrases here mean. So I will just go ahead and let these light blue text boxes do the talking. They tell you more than I could tell you about the words that you will encounter in this lesson. Okay. Hopefully that will be enough. Let's move on. So what do we do here now? We have exercise 3. We fill in 10 sentences. Индийский слон, the Indian elephant. Something в Индии, something in India. Well, I guess logically, обитают, it habitates in India, I guess is kind of how you could translate that. It kind of sounds like habitate, doesn't it? Yeah, exactly. Habitat of an animal. There you go. Кто обитает or кто водится где are synonymous. They denote the habitat of an animal. So there you go. The Indian elephant habitates in India, logically. Мои ценные бумаги, something в банке, в сейфе. So, my ценные, how to translate this word? I guess it's like I think it's like a financial investment. Is that right? Let me just see. Or valuables, I guess is more. It's more. Yeah, okay. My valuables. Okay, so my valuables are kept. Хранятся is the word here. Хранятся in the bank in a safe. So хранятся means that something stays somewhere for a long period of time, and indeed they do. Bumagi is paper. Okay, I get it. So my valuable papers, I guess my valuable documents, are kept in the bank in a safe. Oh, maybe it means like investment documents, like, you know, sometimes you get like these investment certificates and things like that. Maybe that's what they're talking about. Okay, anyway. Этот вирус something очень редко. So this virus something very rarely. The missing word there is встречается, which means, I guess, it is encountered very rarely. Where's that in the list here? I think we had that in the previous lesson already. I don't see it. Here we go. Yeah. So встречается means basically to meet someone or something. So you can basically translate that as this virus is encountered very rarely. Okay, в творчестве, so in в творчестве этого музыканта, in the works of this musician, преобладают so I guess преобладают, is that explained here? Yes. An object or phenomenon dominates on the given territory. So predominantly in the works of this musician, there are минорные произведения, minor works. Их больше, чем мажорных. So there are more of them than major ones. So there are more minor works than major works in this artist's or in this musician's catalog of works. Белые медведи something в Арктике. So white bears, which polar bears, I mean literally white bears, but that means polar bears. So polar bears, again, обитают. They habitate in the Arctic. They're found in the Arctic. Этот обычай, this custom, распространен среди местного населения. So this custom is common among the local population. На встрече, so in the meeting, присутствуют обе стороны в полном составе. So in the meeting, attend both sides basically, or both sides in full attendance, I guess, or full force. Здесь не водятся никакие виды речной рыбы. So here are not found any species of river fish. Это очень соленая вода для них. So it's very salty water for them. So yeah, so no freshwater fish. I guess речной рыбы is what Russians, so river fish is what Russians call freshwater fish. So yeah, no freshwater fish in these salty waters. На жестком диске жесткий disk is a hard disk, like a hard disk drive in a computer. So this is basically saying, yeah, хранится. And хранится was, yeah, something stays somewhere for a long period of time. So on the hard disk stays all information about the company. Вся информация о компании. So all the information about the company stays on the hard disk for a long period of time. And finally, by process of elimination, this must be обитает. Обычно акулы обитают в теплых водах. So usually акулы is sharks. Usually sharks live in warm waters. Okay, that was that, but it looks like the site didn't like my answers because it seems to have marked them as wrong. So what did I... oh, sorry. The sharks are обитают because it's plural. I get it. Акулы is plural, so the sharks обитают, and the Indian elephant обитает. There we go. That's why. This is singular, this is plural. So here for singular we have обитает, for plural we have обитают. That was my mistake. Okay, that was it, and here we go. Last exercise is the lesson. Let's go ahead and take a look. So, данный тип, so that type, or this type, Just в каждом организме. So this is actually about, right, this is about biology. Yeah. Данный тип микробов, this type of microbe, встречается практически в каждом организме, is found in practically every organism. В зоопарке встречаются и exoticiskie животные. In the zoo park are found also exotic animals. Number 3. Which хранятся в сейфе. Right, this is about valuables, right? This is about драгоценности. Драгоценности is basically jewelry, so jewelry is usually kept in a safe. Привычка спать после обеда распространение. So, the habit of sleeping late после обеда, after lunch. The habit of sleeping after lunch is, okay, I get it. Привычка, habit, спать после обеда, sleeping after lunch, распространение на юге Европы is common in South Europe or Southern Europe. Okay, уссурийские something обычно обитают на Алтае. So, уссурийские, this is actually about the tigers, tigri. So, уссурийские тигры, which is a species of tiger, обычно обитают на Алтае, usually live in Altai, which is a region in Russia. Осторожно, здесь водятся ядовитые змеи. Caution, here live poisonous snakes. Okay. В этом something преобладают фруктовые нотки. So, in this, about fruitiness, so it's about wine. In this wine, again, преобладают, so dominate fruity notes. So the fruity notes dominate in this wine. На каждом заседании общества присутствует его. Okay, hold on. На каждом заседании, so at every meeting, общество присутствует, so yeah, vice-president. So basically, at every meeting of this organization is present its vice president. The vice president is present at every meeting. Okay, and finally, почему этот отчет хранится у тебя в компьютере, а не у меня? So why is this report stored on your computer and not on mine? Or why is this report by you on the computer and not by me, or with you and not with me? There you go. That was lesson 73. More constructions of occurrence. So here was the first dialogue between Stephen and Andrei. They talked a lot about salty fish. Here are the answers to this brief test. Here are the answers for exercise 3 and the answers to exercise 4. And that was it. That was lesson 73. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Ta-ta for now.